Want to come out and play?
I clean my room.
What?
I'm trying to clean my room. I haven't cleaned my room or I get a poop.
I can't understand what you're saying with that feather duster in your mouth.
I'm trying to clean my room.
Take the feather duster out of your mouth. I can't understand what you're saying to me.
The Elephant Child was our first story-based production, and it was based on a short story that was written by a man named Rudyard Kipling from his collection of short stories called the Just So Stories. And the reason that we decided to try this on as our first story-based production was when I was a very little girl, that was my very favorite story. And I had the Just So stories, and I used to love to read them over and over again. And the Elephant Child, it just really captured my imagination. So I thought it would make a great puppet show and hopefully capture the imagination of kids today. And as it's turned out, the Just So stories are not as popular as they were when I was a kid. So we are introducing a whole new generation to Rudyard Kipling's work, and I'm very proud and excited that we're allowed to do that.
And the ostrich wants to give you your kisses.
Oh no, and the ostrich is here. Oh, where can I hide?
Come, where are you, child? Mother Elephant, come forward, we haven't much time. Very, very busy. I'm planning a fashion show, as you both know. It's a success so far. I have all the best models in the jungle working on it. The cheetah, the zebra, and the black leopard. Oh, there you are, Elephant Child. Where are those adorable cheeks? I must kiss those cheeks.
Oh no.
There we are. Bring the other cheek. We are not finished.
Now, in The Elephant Child, the types of puppets that we decided to use in this show were mouth puppets, or I guess you could call them Muppet-style puppets, which just means, we can put our hands in there and we can open and close their mouths when we do that. But also, besides doing that, they also have rods on their hands so that we can give them a little more expression and make them look a little bit more believable that they are actually alive. And that's just basically was developed by Jim Henson and the Muppets as that kind of style of puppetry. And besides those types of puppets, we also have 2 marionettes in the show, because I love marionettes and I wanted to have some marionettes in the production, and Mark loves the Muppet-style puppets, so we decided to try to combine both of them. So that was a little challenge.
As it turned out, the Limpopo River was one of the grandest sights the Elephant Child had ever seen.
Wowie, kazowie! Just look at this place. It's so beautiful. I wonder why they call it gray, green, and greasy. Oh, neat. I wonder if that was a crocodile. Boy, I wish I knew what one looked like. I wonder if that was a crocodile. Here I am at the Great Limpopo River, and I don't even...
Mark and I were designing the puppets, because we do build all of our own puppets, our stage, our scenery, and our props. Both Mark and I drew the pictures for the designs of the show, and we went back and forth a lot about which particular sketches we liked and whose colors we liked, and we kind of went with a cutesy, realistic approach with these puppets. So most of the characters are their traditional colors, maybe slightly exaggerated a little bit, but they're more of a realistic kind of a token feel.
Oh, Mr. Rockabostic, help me! I'm slipping again! I can't hold on much longer!
Mind your own business, Rock Snake.
Saving my friend is my business.
Oh my nose! Help! Rocky Stucky Road Snake! Help my nose! No!
Oh, my young friend. Oh, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now be gone with you before his mother comes through those fever trees and deals severely with you herself.
This is also a wonderful piece to include in your curriculum if you're looking for some way to spark imaginations to start story writing. So, to have your students write their own Just So story is a really great thing. So not only in the Just So stories is the elephant child, which is how the elephant got its long nose, there's also stories about how the giraffe got their long neck and how the leopard got its spots. So that's a really neat kind of a topic, and kids can go crazy with creating their own Just So story.